Hello, and welcome to our latest episode of Relatable Catholic.
Hello, everyone. It's finally Andy here back.
Don't wait for another voice. This is just us
This is the
two.
two of us today. So you'd think summer would be easier.
Yeah, it's
for people,
actually
and
harder.
It's actually been harder. So.
Yeah.
And it's been flying. It's been flying by.
I know. I don't want to talk about it. It's almost the 4th of July. And once the 4th of July happens, we all know summer's over.
It's so defeatist, but it just
It's
feels
true.
like
It's true.
it's going quick. It's busy and it's good.
Yeah.
So.
I said I was gonna do that summer series of like Journey to Jesus, and then nobody will do it. so I'm taking a break while I try to convince anybody to do it. I feel like we already heard yours, so
Yeah, mine's kind of...
we can't really...
Yeah, that'd be too...
repetitive.
Too
I don't
repetitive,
know.
probably.
Yeah. We just tell you what episode to go back and listen to. Probably the first one. Then I'm sure you regret attending.
No, this has been good. So I can talk to some people too, try to get them to come.
Yeah, that's a good
do
idea.
the summer series and
Yeah, because that's also what holds me back. I'm a little too scared to ask anybody.
yeah, people have great stories. And so much of what we do is just sharing our stories. That's all we have to do really at some level. How did you come to know God?
Yeah.
That's really the crux of evangelization, crux of what we're doing here. And I like to talk about myself as, I'm like a beggar, trying to tell other beggars where I found the really good bread, where I found the really good food.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's kind of what I believe it's what we're all should be doing or should want to do is like we've experienced something in our lives. There's a reason we're still coming to church, and we've experienced something. How can we help other people to experience that same thing?
Right. Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Also, much braver than I. I like to think of it as like, I feel like last week I was kind of like a retired person. When people retire, they're like, I'm busier than ever. And last week, like, I don't know, the week just like went by and I was like, oh, it's Friday. Never asked anybody even. Well, that's not true. I had asked and they were all like, no, you do it. No, you do it. No, you'd be good at it.
Yeah.
So,
How does
maybe
it
this
happen?
week.
Yeah.
Maybe this week.
Yeah. Got to start each week new, right?
That's true.
Try to do better. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were at a wedding together this weekend.
We were indeed.
Well, not really together. I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
never
on the
spoke a word
altar.
to you even the whole day. I attempted to at one point, but you were in a serious conversation. I was like, oh, I'm just going to go back to the dance floor.
Yeah, well, I waved at you. I know at least that.
Yes.
So
A wave. Yeah, it was my cousin, Ashley, who this podcast is for. If you go way back at the beginning, I thought Ashley would really like to listen to me. I was right. I think I did put a Relatable Catholic sticker in her car, her wedding card.
Oh, nice.
So she can carry us wherever she goes.
That's fun.
I also lost out at the lector position because of the podcast.
What do you mean?
Because I said how much I hate lecturing.
Oh, that's funny.
So then she was going to ask me, but then did you heard that episode? And she's like, I better not. So Kaylee girl, her sister, did it, but just funny.
That is funny. Yeah, people are listening. I know that. I got one bottle of wine, heart-shaped bottle of wine.
How many more do you need? Just so people know you're not getting hundreds.
I don't need any more, but I was, yeah. It was really for a friend. Now I really do like that wine. Yeah, I do. But it was for a friend that asked me to collect as many of these heart-shaped bottles as I could.
Got it.
So yeah, you can You can call off the search, or if you
call off the search. I think we need to be asking for like because when you mention things, people bring things. So like maybe like $100 bills. Like I've been searching for $100 bills everywhere.
Just can't find any $100 bills. If you find one, please
get it to Father Andy ASAP. And there's no limit on these $100 bills.
I did that once at Easter where I talked about how much I liked Betty Jane. Oh
yeah.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
They showed up was still showing up.
Yeah.
People still bring.
Well, that's not a bad one. And you can put those in the freezer and then
they are.
Bring them out for
I've never tried them out of the freezer, but that's a good idea too. They're great though. They are great.
That's me, just always knowing how to eat a treat right.
treat a treat right. That's funny.
I've got some of those good. Aldi's makes the best peanut butter cups. Have you ever had the gourmet peanut butter cups? Mm-mm. They're better than a Reese's peanut butter cup. Yes, they are. I'll give you some before you leave. But I have some in the freezer because like those would be pretty good straight out of the freezer. I have some out of the freezer as well. It's important to stock up on these things.
When you find something that's good, you gotta get a lot of it, and you gotta share it then too, right?
Right.
This is just like what we were saying. If you find the good peanut butter cups, you want to share it.
Yeah, that's actually why I got them. I got them for patio parties, and then I got a second bag because I had already sampled the bag before that. I just wanted to make sure they were okay.
Well, yeah,
safe to eat.
Right. They have to. You can't serve something to your guests that aren't good.
Yeah, exactly. So. Anyways, back to the wedding. Back to Ashley and her wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. I heard actually in the bathroom at the reception, somebody was telling me what a good homily you said.
Really?
I was like, thank you. I don't know why I was the recipient of your compliment, but I was.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was. What did they say? They said that they appreciated that the homily was all about what the couple said and not what like your thoughts were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
good. Well, they're very smart individuals, so their answers to their questions were.
Yeah. They were good, and they had been in a wedding. Ashley was in a wedding back in October where I had done the same thing, and that one I surprised the couple with it.
Okay.
But this one, since Ashley and Andrew both were there, they knew it was coming.
Right.
So when I asked them for the reflections, we
got to think long and hard about these.
They're not just But I do believe it does bring a level of it's personal to them. It's because everybody selects a reading for specific reasons.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it was a really nice wedding.
Yeah.
Just like I don't know. It's just beautiful. So a story about Ashley that I was going to tell you before the wedding, but I didn't. So when Ashley was born, the day Ashley was born, she was born, and then it was Super Bowl Sunday, and my family likes to gather for all football games, especially the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And when Ashley was born, she actually stopped breathing a couple times. And Angie and I remember this clear as day. We shut off the TV, so there was no TV on, and the whole family prayed a rosary in the morning.
Wow.
That day. And so just like to see her like healthy and married and happy was just like an extra beautiful moment to the day. Yeah. A little Super Bowl baby.
Super Bowl baby. Well.
Yep.
Thanks for telling me after the fact. I can't use it now.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll renew their vows someday.
Actually, at the reception, I heard good stories. I wish I would have heard some good stories beforehand. I could have tied them in.
People should start having parties before.
And sometimes I get good stories at the
rehearsal.
And I didn't this time. Mm. And usually I want to go to those because I'll get something I can use. And this one, I basically just had what their reflections were, which were great. So that's why I used it. But sometimes you can have something funny, from those stories that.
Oh, I had another Ashley story I should have told you before too. When she was little, she always would put she didn't want anybody to hug her, so she'd put her hand out and go, "Stop." So that would have been good too. She called Rick. I think it was her. Ricky Williams played for the Dolphins. And she always called him Rickley Williams.
Rickley?
Yeah. All good things. Ashley, this is your post-wedding homily. Nobody gave me the microphone at the wedding reception. Otherwise, I could have shared a lot.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was still good. But
yeah, it was good. Yeah, I skipped the chicken on the bone in case you were curious.
Oh.
Just filled up my plate with mashed potatoes. It was delicious.
Really? Mashed potatoes was it? I didn't make it for the meal.
Yeah, it was chicken. There was pork too. I did have a slice of the pork.
Okay.
Only because it was under the mashed potatoes on my plate. I always feel like it's like, oh, like I should probably take some protein.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then mashed potatoes, green beans, salad. But the real star of the show was the popcorn and the M&Ms over on the side.
I did have some M&Ms and the little mini cupcakes.
Oh yeah, the mini cupcakes. What kind did you get?
I had the strawberry shortcake and
that one.
One that was like red velvet.
Oh, okay.
Red velvet and
I also had the chocolate salted caramel one.
I heard that was
very good. And I had the white. That's very good. Yeah. My little cousin Cam, he also lives in Arizona, but he's back for the 4th of July. 17 days in case you're wondering.
Oh wow.
Yes. His mom filled him up a cup, but she put M&Ms in it first, and then she put the popcorn on top, and she gave it to him, and he goes, "Get that popcorn out of there!" Like he wanted the M&Ms.
How old is
all
Cam?
He wanted. Cam, I think he's 3.
Okay.
He was like, "Get that popcorn out of there!"
Popcorn and M&M is a good mix.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it was.
So that's solid.
It was a good treat. Yeah, the star of the show, like I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I almost actually took your spot at the table that you were supposed to be sitting at because they got to eat right away.
Oh.
And I was sitting we were at the table right next to it, and I was like, oh, if I just shimmy one chair over, I could be served in this spot.
You could have.
I didn't though. But yeah, so it was a good wedding. But.
Good.
So this week you are off on another adventure. Closer to home, though.
Yeah. This week is our annual priest convocation, which all the priests from the archdiocese get together and talk about something. Sometimes it's a training. I guess this is probably going to be a training topic. It varies every year, but I think across the United States, I'm not sure about the world, but I know that other dioceses do this as well. They get all their priests together and have a kind of a conference every year. And ours, it's 3 days. It's at Divine Word Seminary in Epworth, and we'll be all gathering for that. So, yeah.
And you're going to find Brother Larry Kiefer, the cutest old man to walk the face of the earth.
That's my mission.
That's your mission. You'll find him because he will be the most joyful person you've ever met in your life. He'll be smiling. That's how you'll know.
Okay.
White hair, smiling.
White hair, smiling. Okay.
White hair and smiling. Yes. He was a missionary in Papua New Guinea. So that's where he lived most of my life. So, and he lives at Divine Word now. So
he teaches
English. Yes, to the sisters.
And that's what Divine Word Seminary really is kind of mostly is for. Mm-hmm. You know, when I came to seminary in Dubuque, people are like, "Oh, are you going to that seminary on Highway 20?" Mm-hmm. Like, no, that's for missionary priests. Mm-hmm. So missionary priests come to Iowa to learn English, really, and then be sent out and serve wherever. So
yeah, but Father Hung didn't, but because he wanted to be a parish priest.
He wanted to be a parish priest.
Okay.
So he could have. There's lots of Vietnamese sisters that are there at Divine Word.
Yeah, that's who Brother Larry teaches the most.
Yeah.
We chatted with them at let's see. Oh, at Father Hung's ordination mass.
Yeah.
They were handing out the cupcakes. There's a theme there.
Do you think Brother Larry listens to podcasts?
He totally would, but I don't think he has a smartphone.
Oh.
But he definitely would.
Maybe I should take him a sticker.
Yeah, take him a sticker. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Stickers are for our Patreon supporters.
Yes. There's like a free pack that I got at the end. Oh, yeah. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Are you excited or no?
No, I am excited. Yeah.
And you spend the night and everything there?
No. There's no air conditioning at Divine Word.
Not even in the chapel? There has to be in the chapel.
There's air conditioning in the chapel
and the lunchroom.
Lunchroom.
Because we go there usually a couple times a year.
But not in the.
No, I don't remember.
Not in the rooms, not in the guest rooms. So we could stay there. It's reasonably priced for us, but at the same time, it's 90 degrees.
It's bad. So right now, yeah.
So I just don't want to. No, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
So it's like 45 minutes from Bellevue. So I'll just make the drive every day. And
does everybody else have to stay there in that heat box?
So there will be probably 15 to 20 guys that stay there. And then everyone else will try to find rectories in the area and try to stay with other people, because
that makes sense.
It's pretty, I mean,
we're in an extreme heat warning, so for
for
those of you who don't live around here, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Yeah. So,
it's the bad hot where you walk outside and you're like, ugh, like you just can't help it.
Just
Like you take one step outside and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Very humid as well. And supposed to get some rain. But see how it goes. It's fun. Like, I really like being with my brother priests. They're really a lot of really great people, and just like to spend time with them. Right. So this is an opportunity to spend time with all of them,
And that's how it used to be, like with you just like hang out with your priest buddies, because there were so many like in the area, and now it's just we need more priest people. Yeah.
We'll be reading in a couple weeks. I can't remember exactly when, but it'll be Jesus sending out his disciples, 70 of them, 2 by 2, to kind of minister to people, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's what we really believe is the idea, is that we aren't just out here on our own, that we're out, doing ministry with our brother priests or with other people. Like, it's not just on our own. So to support us, that's Jesus's model, really, is that would go out with others and work together in the harvest. So we do need more priests, but also we're trying to think of like how we could, I think, minister with each other more.
Right.
When I was in Dubuque, there was I had a lot more priestly social interaction. It was just, I had a priest a couple blocks away at Loras College, and then 5 more within a mile and a half.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So down here, closest priests are 26 minutes to Key West or 26 minutes to Makokata. Yeah. But anyway, I really do look forward to these priest convocations, spending time with the guys, learning, but just socializing too and catching up. So, good opportunities.
I know last week on the podcast, Lauren talked about and her Can You Relate? Was that last week or the week before? Where she was mad. She was mad at people from her dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I struggled with that on Saturday, too. I didn't tell you that, but you were really mean in my dream the night before. Yes.
Wow.
And it was actually your fault, because we were chaperoning a school trip, and I was left at the venue because I was picking up after everybody. And you were supposed to take the head count, and you didn't, and the bus just left me there. And somehow that became my problem, that you didn't take the head count.
Huh.
And then, which I had my own car there, so it really wasn't that big of a deal.
So that's why you didn't talk to me at the interception.
Yeah, no.
You're mad.
I'm still mad.
Well, then
you wouldn't speak to me, and you quit the podcast in my dream. So
that's funny.
Yeah, so it was. And I mean, I did tell on Father Gross too in that same dream.
You told him?
We were doing a house tour. That's what the field trip was.
Oh.
It was a house tour. And Father Gross really enjoyed it the year before when it was us.
Oh.
So there's some underlying meaning there. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I'm over it now.
Oh, thanks be to God.
Yeah. Well, you came back to a podcast, so you must be not mad at me anymore, even though it was definitely your fault.
That's funny.
Yeah. But anyways, since it's just us today, we're going to do like a would you rather type, a Catholic would you rather. That this Catholic, I can't take credit for it. This Catholic mom and her daughter have YouTube. So I think it's just called like Catholic mom and daughter. Would you rather? So if you want to see the original. So I stole her questions. Borrowed her questions.
Yeah, because this is something that I do quite frequently.
Yes, on the radio show.
Yeah, 92.9. So
yeah, so
call it this or that. But I have the feeling this one will be a little more in depth than
maybe.
that one. So
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll start off easy. Okay. Would you rather have dinner with Father Mike Schmitz or Bishop Barron?
Oh, that's such a hard one. So I have had dinner with Bishop Barron before.
Really? Maybe
Yeah.
I did know that.
Yeah. So actually, several times. He was the rector of a seminary.
No big deal. Several times.
Well, he wasn't bishop then either.
Right, yeah.
But he was essentially the boss of the seminary that I was at, the rector. So one of the first big meals that I had, I sat next to him and Cardinal Francis George from Chicago.
Oh.
And
Really
I did
hot
not realize how big of a deal that was at that time. It was like, because Cardinal George died, within, I don't know.
Oh, I think I just heard about him. Like, was he like the Vatican II person? No.
He may have been.
Because I was just listening to something that it said, like, the reason that Vatican II really, like, didn't, like, stick or whatever, like, wasn't well received in America was because the cardinal that had helped with it, when they got back to, like, share, like, the reasoning behind all of it, they died.
Oh.
And then there was, like, not really anybody to
relay
exactly like why they made these decisions in Vatican II.
Interesting.
Maybe not him though.
No. I don't know. I don't know what his role was, because there definitely are still people that are living from that and still around from that. So for Vatican II. So I'm not sure.
Did he die unexpectedly?
Kind of, but he was getting older. Yeah, but had a nice meal with him. Bishop Barron he has one of the best memories. Like he reads a book in like a day. He speed reads and remembers the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just incredible. And I've tried to learn how to do that and I can't.
Well, it's like his gift.
Yeah. So he is wicked smart. I've never actually met Father Mike Schmitz. I was at a conference once a few years ago where he was speaking, and I was there as a priest, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go meet him. And then when I saw other people like going to try to meet him, and I was like, this poor guy is just overwhelmed by this. Yeah. Like, yeah. So I don't know. I'd probably, like, no disrespect to Mike Schmitz, but I would go Bishop Barron. Being a bishop, I would like to get his take on some certain things. He's very close to us in relation to the diocese. There's some things I would like to talk to him about.
Yeah.
So I'd pick Bishop Barron. You?
See, when I like was just starting my journey, I think you need to go Father Mike Schmitz. Like, you know, like when you're just like intrigued, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Father Mike Schmitz all the way because he is just like so relatable and funny and quirky and weird, and that's what I love about him. And then, but now I think like if I was gonna watch something, like I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch Bishop Barron more than Father Mike Schmitz, because like feel like I'm at the point where like I'm ready to learn some things, you know. So gosh, it's hard though. I think I would choose Father Mike Schmitz because I think I would not know what to say to Bishop Barron, and Father Mike Schmitz. We could talk about anything.
Yeah. I honestly, Bishop Barron's the same way. Loves music, loves sports. But
yeah,
I think he's good too. But I see what you're saying, and yeah, different people, you know, connect differently to us.
Yeah.
So that's great. There's a lot of different personalities out there, and that's good. It's a good thing.
Okay. Next. Okay. Would you rather go back in time and go to Fatima to see the Miracle of the Sun, or go to Mexico and watch Juan Diego reveal his tilma?
That's a really tough question. Probably go back to Our Lady of Guadalupe. That there's just something about that one, and how many people came to the faith after that. Especially if they could stick around afterwards for a few weeks and maybe help with some baptisms, because well, it'd be crazy. So let's just back up for a second, I suppose. Almost 500 years ago, Our Lady Mary appeared to Juan Diego in 1531, I believe. Appeared to him on a hill and said, "I want a chapel built here." And he was worried about his uncle dying. And then he, a couple days later, appeared to him again. He was trying to avoid her.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. He's like, I'm going to take a different way.
Take a different route.
So she doesn't find me.
But she got his attention and said, "Here's a sign for you to tell the bishop I want a chapel built here." And there was some Castilian roses, which are roses native to Spain, which is where this bishop was from. And it was growing in December. We're talking, this is like December, what is it, 17th? Is that 7th? 2nd? I don't know. 8th, somewhere in...
It's Diane Kettman's birthday. I know that.
That's about, I can't remember that.
12th, maybe.
12th? That sounds right. I wish we had like a machine in our hands that we could just look things up. Anyway, so he takes these roses, he gathers these roses up, takes them to the bishop, and says, "Bishop, I have a sign for you that you're supposed to build a chapel here on this hill in honor of Our Lady," and drops these roses on the ground. And as he drops them from his tilma, which is basically like, tilma is kind of like what I wear at chasuble, like this big outer garment, and it was made of cactus fibers. He drops them on the ground, this poncho kind of thing, drops them all on the ground. And as he does, everybody is shocked, not because of the roses, but the image on the tilma. And this image is an image of her, Our Lady, like as she basically is appearing to the world. And this tilma was cactus fibers, should have disintegrated within 50 years. It's still available. You can still see it 500 years later. It didn't disintegrate. Many artists have studied this. They cannot tell you how the paint. It's not paint. They can't tell you how this image is on this cloak, this tilma. The image is super detailed. If you examine the eyes on a microscopic level, it shows images. The eyes reflect, people in the room.
I just learned that.
Yeah, and they are the exact millimeters because we have our eyes see two different things, right? And there's like that distance, just that 3-4 inch 2-inch distance from the eyes. Yeah. There's a difference there, and that difference is perfect in those eyes. No artist could do this. Yeah. No human artist could do this. So it's just such an amazing sign. The signs that we had from Fatima, they were good. Like the miracle of the sun happened. 70,000 people saw that. Atheists and everybody saw this, but there wasn't this same sort of remnant. There was just the people. But now we have this really great sign from 500 years ago that is still there. So you can still see it. What was really interesting, too, at the time was we had the Protestant Reformation. So in 1517, that started. And 7-8 million people had left the Catholic Church in Europe. Well, then Mary appears in Mexico, and 7-8 million people become Catholic because of this sign. And within the image, there's all these little things that either, whether you're a Spaniard or you were an Aztec, you saw different parts of that made you believe more, and so many people got baptized right after that. 8 million people. Could you imagine all those Franciscans baptizing all those people? So maybe I would go help out with some baptisms if I was there. Their arms are getting hard.
Good idea. Yeah.
So it's
I just watched a video. Obviously, there's a trend here. I just watched a video it was all about a priest who went in depth about different Marian apparitions, and he explains all of it just like that.
Nuts. If you've never seen it.
It is crazy. I did not know the reflection part until I watched that video.
Yeah. I've got a great book in my office that if anybody wants it, I've got a good one on Fatima too, but
I think Fatima's pretty well documented too.
Yeah, 1917, so more recent.
There's pictures. Yeah, that was one of them in the video too. And that my favorite part was the guy that was perfect. Now we're going to be able to prove that this kid's lying and that this Mary is not real. And then it happened, and then the front page of the paper was it was real. It was all real.
Yeah, so, pretty amazing.
I would go to... I'd probably go to Mexico. I'd probably go to Guadalupe, for Diane, my aunt. It is December 12th, by the way.
December 12th. Okay, good.
I looked at that fancy machine. Okay, next. Would you rather spend a day with John the Baptist or with Mary Magdalene?
Oh.
I know which one I know right away. Mary Magdalene, all the way.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why is that?
Oh, post-possession. Mary Magdalene was possessed by the devil pretty hard.
Seven demons came out of her.
So I would like to chat with her. Yes, I would spend the day with her after she was possessed by the devil.
Good. That's a good clarification.
Yes. And I think John the Baptist is after prison as well.
After prison?
Or before prison?
Before prison.
Before prison.
I mean, either one is an option.
Yeah, not while he's in prison. You don't have to spend the day with him in prison. When he's evangelizing,
when he's out evangelizing, baptizing, eating wild honey and locusts.
Yes, wearing camel hair.
Yeah. I got to say John the Baptist. Yeah, I just want to see that guy. That's next level, right?
Yeah.
That's really commitment. You think wearing black in this heat is bad? Wearing camel hair, I don't know if I could do it.
Well, he spends most of his time in the water.
Good point. Excellent point. and I have been in the Jordan. I've.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I spent 9 weeks over there in the Holy Land during seminary.
So cool.
Yeah, really cool. And so I was like, well, the Jordan River, first of all, it's it's not like the Mississippi River. It's not even like the Iowa River. It's like it's like Mill Creek.
Cleaner?
No, it's dirtier.
Dirtier. Okay,
it's
pretty dirty.
It's as dirty as both of those rivers, but it's more like a creek.
Okay.
Like just straight up creek.
Yeah.
it's really not very far, and it's right across the like you can see Jordan is right across the other bank. Like, so the country of Jordan is right over there, and you'll get shot if you go over on the other side. So
Oh, yeah, stay on that one side.
so you stay on the one side, stay on the Israel side. I don't know if you get shot, but you're not gonna. That's not a.
Yeah.
That's not a good.
You
That's
will
not
be like John the
okay.
Baptist in prison.
Yeah, not okay to cross to the other side. But I was definitely like, okay, when I go to Jordan, I'm gonna go walk in the river. I'm gonna see what that felt like to stand in the river all day, and I'll tell you what, I think I had my feet in the river for like 10 seconds. It was so cold.
Oh.
This water's coming from Mount Hermon. It's like from the coming ice, snow, ice melt.
Yeah.
And it's cold. It's
Oh,
freezing
I never
cold.
thought about that.
So
I pretend like I know those places that you talked about, but don't feel bad. I don't.
okay.
I
Well,
don't know where. On geography is hard.
yeah. It's in Israel.
It's cold. Got
It's
it.
very cold, and it's a creek, and it's so.
So
for
maybe
him
you're
to
rethinking John the Baptist.
No. I actually want to see, like, well, how cold was that? Because it was cold when I was there, for sure.
Yeah.
So was he just that much of a boss that he was just standing in this
Probably.
river? And I think so.
Probably.
And that's why I want to.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Must have been a real dude. So
Yeah.
that's my choice.
Yeah. Mary Magdalene. Because I really feel like a connection to her recently, just because she was a good. Jesus wanted to be her friend. I think that's why I like her. Like, she must have been awesome.
Yeah. So this is another good one. I think probably different states in life,
Yeah.
different place in life answer this differently. And
Right. Okay. Would you rather? I know which one I'm going with this. Would you rather watch Jesus walk on water, or raise Lazarus from the dead?
I would say they're both cool. Can I walk on water too with them?
Probably.
Because that'd be pretty awesome.
Okay. Yes, you can walk on water too.
That almost makes it harder, because I was actually thinking seeing him raise somebody from the dead would be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So I'll just go with the walk on water.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, see him walk on water, and then he invites me out there, and then see how long I can stand there before I get scared like Peter.
Yes. Keep your eyes on Jesus.
Yeah.
So you don't sink.
Yeah.
I'm going Lazarus for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I just think, like, crazy. Like,
Oh yeah.
dead, awake.
Dead.
3 days.
Three nights, 4 days.
The stench would be bad, but Lord, it's going to smell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going Lazarus. Okay, should we do one more?
Yeah, last one.
Okay, last one. Okay, would you rather ride in the Pope Mobile with Pope Leo, or ride on Shepherd 1, which is like the plane that they use with Pope Leo?
I'd go Shepherd 1.
Same.
Because, I mean, when you're on the Pope Mobile, you got lots of people all around. It'd be fun in a way. But, like, if I'm on the airplane with them.
Yeah, you can have a serious conversation.
Yeah, we can have.
That's what I think, too.
Yeah.
It would be fun to be like a rock star. Like on the Pope Mobile, like kissing babies and eating cookies. He ate a cookie last week.
Really?
Yeah, some kid handed him a cookie and he ate it. I was like, that's kind of dangerous.
The one I saw was someone threw him a doll.
Oh.
It was like a doll of himself, like a Pope doll.
Yeah.
And he reached out and caught it with one hand. It was like,
oh, nice.
So props for, you're a baseball fan. And I think if a baseball is coming your way, you could catch that too.
You'd be able to grab it.
So
yeah, I'm going the plane too.
Yeah.
So you really talk.
Yep. Yeah. Good conversation time on the plane.
Yeah. I don't know what to talk to him about, but
I bet you'd find something.
Oh, I'm sure I'd look at something on the plane and start discussing that. Oh, does this plane have any snacks? What's your favorite snack?
Then be like, Katie, let's talk about something real here. Let's talk about I don't know.
Let's not.
Oh. How's your pastor in
Bellevue, Iowa? Well, has a trouble saying no. He started to join a podcast.
But he's relatable.
But very relatable. Yes.
So that's okay.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
And we got more questions.
Perfect.
For a different day.
Perfect. I hope everybody is playing along out there.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you choose.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do.
Yeah.
Is it time?
It is.
Can you relate?
Okay. So this one's gonna be really weird. I don't think anybody's gonna relate to it. There's a spider in my bathroom, and I know it's there. Like, it's at a place that, like, I can reach it. Like, it's very, very close to me, and he's got a web going, and I've just been letting him live for over 2 weeks now. I don't know. He's not hurting anything. And I usually, like, I'm not scared of spiders, but, like, they're not my favorite. But I've just been letting this spider live.
Huh. I mean, they do catch bugs.
Yeah.
And as long as...
he always shows back up in the same place, so... he goes about his day, and then he comes back to his home.
Have you named him yet?
Well, no, and maybe that's it. We in second grade read Charlotte's Web, and maybe I have, like, a soft spot in my heart for spiders. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's it. No, I didn't name the spider. But
I tend to kill most spiders that I see.
Yeah.
And
I usually do too, but for some reason I'm having mercy on this one.
Well,
although I haven't seen him in a couple of days, so.
Carl could have got him.
No, Carl's not allowed in the bathroom.
No, well, I'm sure he'll show back up.
Yeah. My pet spider.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, let me know what you name. I'm sure everybody is.
Yes. Yeah. If it comes back, it hasn't been back for a while. So, 2 days. I haven't seen it.
So, this coming Saturday is my class reunion, and it's a big one. 25, and COVID messed up the 20 year. I had previously been to 5, 10, 15. And I just don't want to go that bad. And I don't know why, really. Like, part of me, like, wants to go see people. Another part of me just doesn't. And my best friend from high school, he's not going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's probably a big part of it. If he was going, I'd probably try to work really hard to get there. I'd still have to find subs and stuff to make it happen.
Oh, that's a lot of work
at this point. So it's like, what do I do? Because it's on Saturday. Saturday is not convenient for me. Obviously, that's my busy time. So yeah, I don't know, but like the can you relate part is this, like, class reunion, like wanting to see people, but not, and your best friend's not gonna be there, and you're like, I don't know, it could be awkward.
Oh yeah, that's like every occasion that I attend. Well, it's probably good to let the other valedictorians have their time to shine.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
In case you missed it, Father was a valedictorian of his class with 3 other people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and one is my cousin Amber. Amber Upaw. Yeah. I think actually, so we were the first 2, and then I think my sister, my other sister, one of Amber's brothers, maybe 2 of Amber's brothers were all valedictorians. Like, we set a trend. Yeah.
Oh, so are you like the top half of your cousins?
I'm the top. I'm the number one on both sides.
You guys must have went opposite of our family, where like the top is the real smarty pantses. Ours was the bottom, is the real smarty pantses.
That's funny. Yeah,
Wow, smart family.
I mean, or competitive, either one. Could be that too.
See, and we're competitive, but like not that.
Not
Like,
that.
Now we don't need to compete in academics.
Yeah.
You didn't know any of that stuff for.
You know, I think part of it too, because I was actually really good friends with the other two valedictorians, Derek and Jenny. And if either one of those reached out to me and said, "Are you going to be there?" I think if anybody reached out to me and asked if I was going to be there, I'd probably be more interested in it.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say that. The main organizer did reach out to me, and her name's Katie too.
Oh, beautiful name.
Sounds
awesome.
she is awesome. Katie's she's great, and I actually do keep up with her a little bit. She's always at the state fair.
Oh.
So I was running into her at the state fair.
Oh, we can have a state fair
every year.
A state fair.
I can introduce you to her. I know exactly where to find her every year.
Where at? No, I'm curious.
In the Varied Industries building.
Oh, okay. She works at like a booth.
She works at a booth there, and she's actually kind of working for her dad, and who I'm friends with as well. But Katie has done a very good job of organizing it and setting up like tours at the schools. And I'm kind of curious because
go, Katie.
Yeah, Katie. So like almost just on Katie like reaching out to me, especially because it's on Facebook, and I don't check that very often.
Yeah.
And so she reached out to me through my sister, and I just, I don't know. I'm just really conflicted about it. But so.
Well, I like everybody to stay put, so.
You say don't.
I prefer you to stay here, but for the sake of Katie, and I'm feeling pretty bad for Katie. She did all this work.
Yeah.
It's a real conundrum.
Yep. Kind of.
A real conundrum. Yeah.
So.
Well,
anyway.
Best of luck with that.
Thank you. I asked this weekend. I asked another 25-year Travis Keeter.
Yeah.
He's on his 25-year as well. He said we don't do.
No, we saw. Yeah. I don't know. Like you start out. I don't know. I don't know. Around here, maybe we get a little lame. We're like, nah. I see them everywhere. But, well, can't wait to see what you decide.
Yep, that'll be on
Saturday
episode.
night. That's how I'll know.
Yep. If you see me here at Mass on Saturday night, you know I didn't go, or I'm going to make a crazy trip.
Oh, golly, you would.
I would.
Yeah.
You know I would.
Yeah.
That is my MO.
Right.
So.
All right.
Well, thanks for.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we love you, listeners out there.
We really do. Yeah.
I actually do. I literally pray for you every day.
Oh,
so
that's
I
nice.
do that. Like not just saying that. I actually do that. So
yeah.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, as always, we are praying for you.
May God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.